Hello and welcome to Monday evening's Sing for Your Supper. We're coming to the end of June and the pandemic seems to be changing and people's responses to it are changing. And we've decided to change as well. We're going to continue with Sing for Your Supper through to the end of July in its present state. In other words, myself on Mondays and Fridays and guest spots on Wednesdays. And thereafter it will not disappear entirely, but it will become more of an occasional thing, as the mood of the nation or personal whim dictate. It shall pop up occasionally. If you have a request, then I had a list, but I've tidied the study and I have no idea where that list is. So if you have a request, either email or tweet it to us and I will do my best to accommodate, either learn something new or revive something from my past. I can't promise, but if you send me the request, I will do my best. This evening's song is a request. I didn't need reminding about it, but she reminded me. It is a request from our glorious leader, the wonderful Penny Horner. Penny, who we normally find in the box office or the theatre office, who is at the moment in the basement, bravely tackling the construction of dressing rooms to replace the ones that were destroyed in our post-Covidian deluge, and give us somewhere to change again when, pray God, we are now back into theatre. You sometimes know where the inspiration for a song comes from, sometimes not. Michael Flanders claimed he knew exactly where the inspiration for this song came from. He was obliged to use a wheelchair, and where he lived in Kensington, Scarsdale Villas, the street had the steepest camber of any in London. It's about 1 in 3, steep like that. So when he parked, it was almost impossible to open the door of his car. Very difficult to get in and out of his wheelchair. So the council took a wodge out of the pavement, which made getting out much easier for him. Except someone else took to parking in that space. And he tried everything. He wrote notes, left them on the windscreen. He tried, as he said, sticking pins in a wax model of their big end. Nothing happened. And he was sometimes forced for hours on end to see this car in front of him. And the registration number of this car was etched onto the back of his retina. So when they were doing shows in London, he would tell this story and say, "So, if anybody here in the audience knows the owner of this vehicle, will they please contact me at stage door? The registration number is 346 GNU. A little animal song. A year ago, last Thursday, I was strolling in the zoo when I met a chap who thought he knew the lot. He was laying down the law about the habits of baboons and the number of quills a porcupine has got. I asked him, "What's that creature there?" He answered, "It's a elk," and I might have gone on thinking that was true if the animal in question hadn't put that chap to shame and remarked, "I ain't a elk, I'm a GNU. I'm a GNU. I'm a GNU, the nicest work of nature in the zoo. I'm a GNU. What do you do? You really ought to know who's who. I'm GNU, spelled GNU. I'm not a camel or a kangaroo. So let me introduce, I'm neither man nor moose. Oh, GNU, 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 I'm a GNU. Taken furnished lodgings down at Rustington-on-Sea, whence I'd travelled on to Ashton-under-Lyne it was actually. And the second night I stayed there, I was wakened from a dream, which I'll tell you all about some other time. Among the hunting trophies on the wall behind my bed, stuffed and mounted, was a face I thought I knew. A bison. No, it's not a bison. An okapi. Unlikely. Could it be a hearty beast? and I seemed to hear a voice. I'm a GNU. I'm a GNU. Another GNU. And I wish I could ganache my teeth at you. I'm a GNU. How do you do? You really ought to know who's who. I'm a GNU, spelled GNU. Call me Bison or Okapi and I'll sue. Nor am I in the least like that dreadful hearty beast. Oh! GNU, I'm a GNU. GNU, I'm a GNU. GNU, I'm a GNU.